Hey everybody, welcome to our Track Challenge. My name is Ben_Burns. Today we're going to be writing a song in 2 hours or less. This is the special edition of the 2 Hour Track Challenge, which means it's the season finale of season 16. And as always, I have a list of community submitted samples off over to the side here. I think some of them are very loud and obnoxious, and some of them are just kind of weird. Yeah. Actually, that's pretty rad.
Secret vocal layer.
I don't know how that one got in there because... Oh, that's nice. The secret vocal layer one is like an old one. I don't know how it got copied in here. I have thoughts about that one.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Cool. And then I think M also gave me a contact library that I'm just going to put in here just so I can kind of get a general idea of what it sounds like. So I have some thoughts. I didn't really get much for percussion this time around, so... Oh, I already have it loaded up here. Hello, Toxic. Firefox, huh? Yeah, I used to use Firefox, and now I've used Chrome, and... Right as you mentioned, yeah. I think it was in the sample library in the Discord, and that's how I came across it again. So, M gave me this instrument, which I think is, a vibraphone, electric piano, like a guitar. So I think, and this is in tune, I'm guessing. Okay. So, yeah, it is very loud. Hello, M. Anyway, so I guess that's what we're working with, and like I mentioned, seeing as we don't really have any drums or anything, I feel that I should be given a little bit of leeway when it comes to adding some of my own stuff. Plus, I ain't feeling great. I can do whatever the hell I want. It's my stream. Sorry, whatever the heck I want. You didn't hear that, YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna start the timer and we'll get going. So the first thing, there was a chat that I had with Jake Hambrams on Twitter with another user whose name, unfortunately, I don't fully remember. But it came from this extreme ass sample, which I, for some reason, it just really gets me. So I have a thought, and I don't know if it's gonna work. But I really want to try something. Oh yeah, it's 30 seconds into the video. That I'm mostly joking about that. Like, I don't really care. Yes. I don't really care about whether or not it's like swears or whatever. Like, yeah, I monetize my videos, but it's not that I like monetize it to become rich. So I want to see if this works. Ass MIDI. My thoughts were, let's just get rid of this. I don't need the output, I just need the input. Cool. And then that should... It's not changing it. Maybe it needs to actually exist on here? I want to see if I can get this to work because I think that there's some fun things that can be done with yeah. Yeah, there's okay, so maybe it does need a something, so I'll just toss an operator in here. Nope. Why isn't this working? Oh, it has to be reading off of MIDI. Do it. Okay. And maybe it would be better served if it was just a straight vocoder, but I was thinking about doing some kind of weird like rhythmic something. I don't really know. Yeah. There we go. Um, Gotta get this follow off. Yeah, I don't really know. This is just like something that I had stuck in my head when I heard this sample, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try it. And I want to get this this in here too because this seems like a really cool little drum loop, little glitchy loop. Okay, well, get this timed back up. Oh, the timing's all hecked up now. Here. Hey, Jank. So I'm brainstorming upcoming developments for my house. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying the idea I had when I heard that ass sound. This is like what? I'm trying to get this into C. I apologize again. My brain's a little slow today, but yeah. Let's see. That's not right. Yeah. Okay. I hit every wrong button. There we go. Yeah, right. I don't really know where this is going, but it's pretty neat, so. Well, we're kind of getting there. I'm trying to keep it real light today. Just because like I know mentally I'm not fully here. Like I've had a real rough week. But I wanted to keep going with this stuff just because well, Hello, Joyful Gene. How are you? I hope your plane ride goes well.
Remember to save.
I know you've been going through a lot the past really 3 weeks, and honestly, so have I. And we need to catch up at some point because I think we can both productively commiserate and maybe kind of help each other out a little bit because I know I'm super struggling this month, but thankfully we're almost at the end of the month and things should be better next month. I'm just trying to find that's a good kick. I approve. Yes, Ocean Walk. Yeah, I need to come visit so I can hang out at the ocean. That sounds lovely. Thanks for the invite. I'll see you there. What's your address again? I'll just pack my bags. I'll meet you there. Uninvited house guest. So yeah, like I've been having a hard time. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Is one of those things where it's like it's a joke, but yeah, it'll get better. Yeah, I definitely, and I know you've got a lot going on, so it's like I don't want to put heap more stuff on there than's necessary. I remember that one time where we had like a chat, a video chat, and we were both in real bad moods. And we just kind of sat there and is like, yeah, we probably shouldn't talk right now. We'll just talk later. So it's all good. So I think there's there's a neuro bass in here. So I might as well drop that in there too. Yeah. Good luck with your flight. I hope the rest of your move goes as seamless as it sounds over the last couple days. So I hope things keep going in that direction. Actually, I am just going to put this into a simpler. I don't think that's in tune though. That's fine. So this actually changes keys, which I don't want, or changes... I don't know. I'm very much making this up as I go. But that's okay. I just kind of want to use everything, and if I use everything, then I will consider this song a success. I mean, it's going to be no Techno Frog, but really, like, Techno Frog is the greatness that we aspire to. And not necessarily I don't really know where this analogy is going. But yeah, it's we're just gonna hang out and chill, and the whole point of me continuing to do this, even though I'm having kind of a crummy day, is that I'm doing it, and that's the important part. Bow, 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 bow. Do, do, do. They charge $7 per month. Or $8, $7.99. Which sample was that on the bass? That is... I think I got it from here. Yeah. Neuro was semi-listenable. So yeah, I just took the intro from that. Yeah, so Splice, I pay $7.99 per month for Splice, and that gives me way more credits than I will ever use in my life. I think it's $7.99 for 100 credits a month. Okay, so these hats are boring, and I was going to say bad, but they're not bad. They're just boring. So like I said before, I'm going to be pulling in drum stuff because I didn't receive much for drums this time around, and that's okay. I just, you know, we got to go where the wind takes us for this one, which is totally fine. Not really sure if that fits here. We can grunge that up maybe. I'm also worried about this loop. I feel like it's imbuing the song with a little too much of a certain rhythm. So I'm gonna chop that down a bit. But you know, that's kind of the name of the game here. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I apologize these past couple weeks. I've been less fun to be around. I've been dealing with stuff. Okay, well let's fix this so it's not some wild triplet stuff, which honestly is kind of neat, but yeah, we'll see what it sounds like in context with the rest of the. Okay, let me just go like this. So I'm not really sure where the song is going, but it's definitely going somewhere. I need to put some side chaining on this guy for the kicks. Rack. Kick. I also feel like this needs to be sped up. I set the tempo based off of that this kind of glitchy loop, but I'm definitely not locked into that. So let's just put this up to like 115. I'm going to have the bass have a slide down to introduce itself on the drums. So you're saying something like this? Ooh, actually, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Oh, it's so much better at the higher tempo. Da, da, da. So this is pretty grating. No, I appreciate all ideas. It's always appreciated for more ideas. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so what else do we got? Like, I really don't want to rely on this loop for the whole song. I want to maybe bring it back later, but definitely not keep it around. In a golden eye level, yeah, it's kind of wild. How you doing, Boojel? Was that pixie shader? Yeah. And we can totally make this work. Actually, here. We can actually turn this into a pretty cool hat. We just have to line it up. Know what I'm saying? So... That... So 180.39, huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go like this, go like this. So I really don't want to do this the whole time. Yeah. Okay, how about we set this to a 4-bar loop. This. And then we can just kind of stretch this out until it works. Kinda. Yeah, it sounds pretty cursed. I'm okay with that though. Because I'm going to uncurse it pretty soon. Because you can take this, raise the pitch by a bunch, and then you can change the warping to beats, change this, I mean really we could leave it on transients, but I actually kind of like that I screwed it up and it's not perfectly lined up. It's actually kind of a cool background layer. It's really subtle. Maybe when we have our ambient breakdown, it'll be a good... Hello, Husk. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Not really toxic. At least not the way that I set it up. There's a couple things that you could do to randomize it. Like you can toss an auto pan on here and just set that random to random. So the velocity would be randomized, which would probably be good enough. And honestly, that's a pretty good idea.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. Oh man, my timer is blocked by a bunch of windows. There we go. I've used a half hour already. That's okay. That actually helps a lot because it gives it more motion in the speakers side to side. Okay, what else do we got over here? I don't think this pad is going to work, at least in its current iteration. I might do something similar to it, though. There's a couple things wrong with it. The first being it's the wrong tempo and the wrong key. But those are fixable, because this is D flat, so we have to bring it down by 3. And really, so I'm thinking that we can have kind of like a different section here that maybe explores something else. Because I really like this loop, but I think it gets obnoxious real fast. So I want to see what happens if we kind of bounce this between some other things. So if we have something like this, what that would lead. I don't know why everything's so hecked up today. Oh, because I put a thermal on this. That would be why. Frequency nasty. Okay.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Okay, well, I can put that in there for you, Jank. I think that, I think what we'll do is we'll have a section of this and a section of that. Oops, this isn't looped, is it? So what do we want to call this song? C minor used to always be the classic bend key. It still is. No, this sample was in D flat, so I had to change it to C minor because I'm basic. Basic B, that's what you can call me. Although you'll hurt my feelings if you do, so I appreciate if you wouldn't. No. Please don't. So we can put like a high cut in here. This will change it from like this gnarly neuro thing to more of a Hoover bass. This thermal's still pretty gnarly. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. But oh, for a track name? Yeah, I was I was thinking about the extended ass sample that that we were using. Um, and I'm trying to like think of and I was like thinking you know, another word for ass is donkey. We could call it the long donk, which makes no sense, but it's really funny. Oh. Oh, that's true. We can bring back long tube. I actually have I found some PVC piping in my yard that I think I saved a long time ago because I wanted to do more long tube stuff. And I never did. Um, yeah, it was. I mean, it was really fun. I think long tube was a great little series of samples. But yes, I was. I think I need somebody to sign off. Somebody in chat to sign off on the name of this song being the Long Donk, because it's really weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got to do that. Here we go. Loop. Um, do I have to say it like that? What is sound.wave? Gotcha. Okay, well I think I got everything in here. Oh, except for these samples, which is fine. Long donk. Okay, so we need a couple things if we're going to use that. I think we are going to call it that though, because it's funny and weird. Let's see, 2021 09 29 long donk. We'll see if that. So there's a couple things we need to add. We need to add long tube, of course. An homage to long tube. And then I got to get my cowbell out. Where is... Oh, it's here? 3D printed sounds, I think. Yeah. They're even called donk. It's perfect. So I think we can turn this into a kind of an arpeggio thing. I think that will work well. We just need to tune these. I know I didn't tune these. No, they're actually not that bad. Come on, mouse. Cool. Then there's a little high end kind of... That sounds weird. You can maybe do a little bit more work on that. Give it an attack, maybe. Oh, that's way better. That initial transient's pretty harsh. How about higher? I think the frequency is... Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we can do with this. I think that this will be pretty neat. I'm just hitting random notes. I mean, it sounds like a pop song now. A pop song from like the early or mid 2000s. Honestly pretty cool. So what I need now is I need a proper donk, which I can collect. Proper donk, engage. There we go. I think this is a good one. Nah. Yeah, that's better. Crop that down. Flatten it out. Drop it in the rack of drums. Because, you know. There we go. Although, honestly, I think that this would be better if we integrated it a little bit later into the song. So I want to add a snare here. Again, I'm not going for anything really complicated this song, which I think is to my benefit. Yeah. Basic B. Okay, so we have to make this a little bit longer to make the pattern a little bit more interesting. Loop this out. Everybody remember to save. I'm actually going to go like this too, because I want this to have some glide to it. So I gotta go like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so the snare's a little weak, which is to be expected because I just chucked it in there. So I'm going to throw a little bit of compression on there. Get that rolling. It's probably too much, but that's okay because I can just adjust the volume back over here. So we're kind of building this song as we go here, which I guess is kind of how this works, huh? That's how most things work. You tend to build as you go. I had a general idea, and after that, I'm just kind of playing it by ear. My thoughts for this were to do kind of a high pass sweep like this.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Thank you for that, Jank. That's great. I'm gonna have to throw some compression and other stuff on that.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
That's okay. This needs to be here. We can go here. So it's like, I don't know if I want to go back to this original thing or not, because it's kind of grating. Yeah, there's options. I'm not worried. All right. Helps if I don't
This isn't even a real dubstep.
This is way too rushed. This can be a 4-bar break. And that's perfectly fine. Because then we can also do some extra shenanigans here. We can go like this. We can also raise the Q of this too, just for this section, which should help with kind of accentuating the fact that we're doing a bandpass here.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
So this would go here. We have to do another bandpass here. Just kind of sloop it down like that. And then we can actually turn this into... Why am I still in that mode? Okay. Just like Phil Collins intended. Oops.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
It's getting there. Like, I feel like this whole thing's a bit rushed, but I'm honestly okay with that. But as far as like the samples, I think we've used everything that I intended on using. Again, it was a little bit of a smaller selection this time, so really I can kind of let go of the reins a little bit and just kind of do whatever I want now. Well, Jank, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna try to remember, but your friend, the Commodore 64 person, I'm gonna have to remember to send that over to them. Okay, so I need like a reverse cymbal or something there to help. Oh, cool, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where people exist anymore. The world's too complicated for little old me. So I'm going to be listening to crashes for a sec. Actually, yeah, so hold on to your earballs for a second while I try to find a good crash. That's good. Yeah, no, it's all good. Like I'm not expecting anybody to hop onto the stream just to see what I do with them screaming the word ass for 30 seconds. So I mostly just wanted to make sure it's more just to make sure that they get to hear the fruits of their labors. Toots of their labors, yes. Thank you. Can actually go like this. Why is that cropped so weird? Must have copy pasted wrong. I think that it might be neat to kind of reprise the ass. With something like that. Right?
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Weird that it's so loud still. Okay, so it's basically it's feeding off of this low bit here. I was like, why is it so bassy still? Totally fine.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Let's just have 1,000 closed hats just doing their own thing. That might be kind of fun. I mean, we could even just go like this. Oops. We could even just break windows and go like this, select all this, change the velocity range, change the percentage to play. There we go. We made a custom hat. I mean, honestly, that works really well. something I don't do often enough. Yes. So what I did here is this is Ableton 11, but you can set a velocity range. So it's basically wherever this top thing is. It's kind of hard to see at the bottom here, but it is a range. And then I also set, here, let me scoop this up a little bit. So this colored area here is the range in which the velocity will fall, but it's randomized. And then here we have a trigger chance. So if it's at 100%, it'll always play. If it's at 0, it'll never play. And I have it around 60. Well, I had it at 67, but now I have to keep it at 69. So yeah. So it will always randomly play that here. If I nice. So you can hear that it has a randomized velocity and randomized trigger chance. So it's just extra. Yes, it is just extra. Actually, I want an open hat. I think that would be real good here. Just something to layer. Actually, that'll work. We'll take this, and then we just have to do a high-pass filter here to kind of wonder about the randomized chance to play mixed with beat repeat. Yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff that you can do with that. That is way too loud. And I don't really like that sound. Just want like a traditional 808 open hat. Which means I should probably just go to my 808s and do that, but I'm being stubborn. Yeah, that's good. So another cool thing that you can do with this Boojel is you can set up a pattern. I can show you real quick. It's really cool. So you can go like this. So let's just set up a chord here. I've done this a couple times. It's a ton of fun. So you set up like just real basic, but then you let's just span this by 2 octaves, lower the volume a little bit because that'll get annoying, and then set the trigger chance to random, let's say like 75%. So there's that, and then you can go in here with the MIDI effects and toss an arpeggiator on the front, and you basically have a unique arpeggio every time it loops. It's really cool. I've used this a couple times in the past, and it's a ton of fun. I mean, really, what we could do... Well, that's just dub tech music right there.
Remember to save.
Oh, too high. I don't know if that's really worth investigating too much, but it's kind of fun. Yeah, it was definitely one of the selling points in 11. I actually kind of liked it better with this operator. Oh yeah. One of these days I'll get back to editing like that whole thing because it feels a little janky sometimes. Which is fine. It's just like I could do better. Probably because Fedrin always raids with a bunch of people, and I think it weights the amount of people that were like included in the raid as the amount of time that they stick around. I'm not really sure where this is going.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Oh wow, really? That's really awesome to hear. I'm glad things are working out. I know they've been working super hard. Hey, cool. I hope it works out for you. Yeah, I think this would be a cool time for a breakdown. So what we can do is we can take away all these, so it's just... should end with the reprise. Maybe. Like, this song is going to be 2 minutes long, which honestly isn't a bad thing. Like, I've been listening to a lot of my old songs. It's like, man, this is only 1.5 minutes long. This is only 2 minutes long. Like, who cares how long the song is? I know lately a lot of my music has been like 4.5, 5 minutes long. It's like, wow, that's great. That's impressive. And that's really cool. But it doesn't mean that it merits that length, you know? I don't know. So what I'm doing... See, that's really quick too. I could space that out more.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
I mean, that's a pretty good little groove we've got going on here, and I'd like to keep that going. I think we need another snare, though. I think I'm going to go with a... Sorry for the mouth noises there, jeez. I think I'm going to go with an 808 snare, just because it's my happy place. Oh, those are kicks. Snare starts with S. There we go. Oh, it might be loud, yeah. Oh shoot, what's his name? Neil Cicerega. He's awesome. Those Mouth Sounds albums are the best comedy albums I've ever listened to. Like, compared to like spoken word comedy like Jim Gaffigan or whatever. Yeah, it's not common listening for me, but like from a music construction standpoint, it's like the perfect comedy album where it's just like everything has a setup and a payoff and all of this other stuff. Yeah, exactly. Fluffaduff. Really, I've never heard of that one. I will have to check it out. Oh boy. Yeah, absurdist comedy is always a good time though. I kind of like the idea of maybe leaning into this loop a little bit more, and maybe we can just keep iterating. Like, the whole point of season 16 for me was to like mess around with iterating and just kind of being very progressive when it came to how I approached music production. So let's see if we can keep that vibe going with some of that. So let's go like this. We're gonna have to put a bunch of like transitions and stuff in here. It's kind of inevitable when it comes with this, but I think that it'll be good. But by transitions, I mean like going like this. This kind of stuff is valuable and also really easy to forget. These kind of forced silences. I mean, another thing I could do is I could take this.
Dubstep.
Look at that. I don't even have to listen to the audio to know where to cut it anymore. That's for 15 years of audio editing for flipping e-learning.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so we need another pause here. Yeah. We can actually cut that. Whoops, I accidentally hit save. Remember to save, everybody, except for when you're actually in the middle of something and it pauses your whole computer. Thank you.
Dubstep.
Yeah. I wonder what happens if I lower this by another octave. Yeah, I think that's too much. It just feels a little too... Maybe it's the unison. There's like just something that's making it really mushy. That's better. Okay, so let's bring this back to the way it was before.
Dubstep.
Take care, Toxic. Thanks for hanging out. I'm not really sure where this song's going now, but...
Dubstep.
Yeah, where is this song going now?
Remember to save.
Everybody, remember to save. Again, I feel like I can't lean on this for too long because it gets kind of annoying. But I also really like how it sounds. Yeah, I think that's better up here. Okay. So yeah, I'm just kind of hecking around right now. So where should this song go now? I'm basically fading this out and I'm fading this out. I really like this pad stuff. Copying any. Okay. One thing we can do yeah, so we can have this kind of global. It's like a warm blanket. So I want to go in and grab a ride cymbal because that's another thing I use all the time. It's not going to come through super loud here because we have such a low pass gun, if at all. You can't really hear it at all, which is good. This is kind of an interesting transition, though. Transition.
Dubstep.
I mean, do we really want to be stupid? Because I have that Share the Wubs pack. I could probably get a really gross bass sound out of that. I don't think I want to do that, though. So we have to kind of jimmy this into place, but it's okay. What we could do is instead of having it blast your face off, kind of funny. Just like it's no longer like a wall of sound. It's just kind of like just sounds like a random. It's just kind of dumb though. So I don't think I'm going to do that, but I do like the idea of having a kind of a weird little dubstep thingy, you know. It's so loud. something like that. No, that's dumb. I don't really want to pollute this song with that. It's always worth testing. Might be fun. Have I used this instrument? No, I have not. Okay. Well, I'm going to use it now. Let's put a little bit of glide on there because glide goes well on everything. Oh, this was my example. Oh, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. Yeah. That's the wrong note. I can fix that though. Yeah, that's nice. I am going to tone down the delay a little bit. I like the delay, but it's also, it can get real obnoxious real fast. Actually, just go like this. So if you have 0% feedback, it's still going to bounce once, and that's the volume of that is based on the dry wet. So it's still there, but it's not going to bounce a million times. It's just going to bounce the once. So if it's 50%, but really I just kind of want that to be, yeah, that'll sound real good. That's actually really pleasant. Okay, so I'm gonna mutate this a little bit just because I don't want these notes to be played for so long now because they take so much of the frequency spectrum, and I'm kind of this song is starting to soar a little bit, which just means that I don't want things to be so grounded. Yeah, words. You know, really what I should do, since these are tied together, Nero bass, I should really just have the input for this be this, and then just heck with all that, and we just need to put a MIDI effect in here to modulate the note pitch down 2 octaves, and then I won't have to keep doing this. I'm going to lower the volume on these. Oh, that's why it's getting hecked up. Okay. I'm like, why does the volume die every time the thing loops? It's because the volume's set to die every time it loops. Okay. I really love this randomization for arpeggios because it just creates this feeling of polyrhythmic sounds, and it's completely unintentional. It's just that's kind of how it comes together, but it sounds real good when it works, and I like it a lot, and it makes me happy. There we go. Yeah, I really like that melody. That is a good one. Considering it just kind of sublimated out of nothing. Trying to think of what else we can do for this. Again, I don't know if we're going to stick on this or if it's going to fade out from here. I mean, we still have 40 minutes left.
Remember to save.
Everybody, remember to save. Okay, so I think one thing we can do is we can actually make this. I think if we go like this. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to stretch both of these out. And make them a little bit more interesting. Look at that. We made the song a whole 30 seconds longer. All we had to do was hit the button 4 times. So we need to make these bits a little bit more interesting, but I think we can handle that no problem. Yeah, we can go like this, like this, like this. This. that doesn't work. Snares are a bit loud. Not even loud, they're just long. So these need interesting things to happen.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
So we could try to... Yeah. And, you know, make it end. You can only hit the button so fast. That's still not right. Let's zoom in. That's why. So we can do that, and we can get rid of the delay on this bit. Hello, Husk. Yeah, we'll play through the whole thing. I'm mostly just trying to here. I'm just trying to sort things out, make sure that things are still a little cohesive. But yeah, we'll play through the whole thing. Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, that kind of goes off of what we said last week, where I was just like, why did you end last week's episode on the cool thing happening? Yeah, like I enjoyed the idea of What If just in general. I thought that it was a cool concept and a great way for them to essentially just mine infinite material for them to use for future shows, because, you know, literally anything could happen. But when they start like bringing continuity into the whole thing, and like I think that it'll be really cool to see like what actually happens. Way too much reverb. Why does that feel like it has a delay on it? Like it's struggling to keep up. I guess because it is.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
I'm not really sure where to go with this song now, though. Which is okay, considering its origins. There it is. There we go. I had to dial that in a little bit more. Okay, and then for this, I'm going to just cut all of this out, because that'll sound better. Okay. Okay. I want to go like this. There we go. A little too on the nose there. Just go like this.
Dubstep.
Accidentally hit save again.
This isn't even a real dubstep.
I kind of like that though. Because then we can just, I mean, this is all about just iterating on the same idea at this point, which is fine. Like, that is what most electronic music is. Thank you all so much for listening. I wish you all a good dubstep night. Let's just hit all the wrong buttons at the same time. Okay. Yeah, I think basically what we're doing is we're just getting a little progressive here at the end and just kind of messing around with what we have. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I pulled out my walnut shaker. I should probably shake my walnuts. I usually don't do that on my OnlyFans, but you know, it's a special occasion. Perfect. Give those walnuts a good shake. Oh yeah. That's not creepy.
This isn't even a real dog stab.
There, see?
This isn't even a real dog stab. This isn't even a real dog stab. Stab.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody. Remember to save. So I think what we can do here is just like bring back things again and then, you know. Super lame. All you're doing is copying and pasting, Ben. I thought you were better than this. It's just all automation at this point, I guess. Well, I cannot... My hand's not that big. I feel that at this point I should bring in like some kind of weird vibrato-y thing maybe for this. I mean, if we're messing around with everything else. Honestly, this is a good fade out point on this loop. Because it's real pretty and I like it a lot. Go like this, boop, loop. Master, and then just like zoop. There. Oh yeah, there was a new video from Elephant recently. Ass MIDI. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, my dad just sent me like 20 text messages. I keep seeing his promotional videos or emails and it's just like, oh, learn how to make NFTs. And I'm like, dude, no, please don't. But, you know, people are going to run their business how they want. It's just annoying. Like, I understand it, and depending on the system that you use to, like, mint the NFT, it's not going to burn the planet down, or at least as much anymore. But still, conceptually, the idea of creating a digital product that is finite is still real dumb and bad, and it shouldn't exist. Like, it's fundamentally flawed in my perspective, where it's just like there's no way to reconcile the idea of having a digital good that has a that's fungible or non-fungible. Like, it's just, there's so many out there and that's all you get. And even the idea of like what you get when you purchase an NFT, you're just getting a link to a thing and that's it. You're not like, you don't own it. It's like buying an MP3 off of Spotify and then you can only listen to it on Spotify. That's a bad example, but you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly. It's just dumb and bad. I think that this song is done though. We're gonna listen to it one more time to I forgot we called this song Long Donk. I looked at the file name. I was like, what? Yeah, we'll listen to this one more time and kind of wrap things up.
dubstep.
So one of the problems with having randomization is that first bar there where it's like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's like, that's not... I think we need something else in this gap. That's better. Why does that stop?
This isn't a real dubstep.
I'm gonna do the same thing here, and then just do a low pass on this. Because I still want that to be there.
This isn't a real dubstep.
It's a cool song. Well, thanks for sticking with me today, guys. Hopefully, this means that I'm kind of over the issues I've been having lately. At least to some degree. I know that it's never always done, but like, that's why there's two notes. I thought it was monophonic. Yeah, it was a fun song. Really came out well. So, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, and kind of if you've been on Discord, you've heard a lot about that. But I've been having a real tough week, or really a tough month. Starting with the kidney stone at the start of the month, and just like dealing with medical issues and everything else. And I have struggled a lot. And hopefully this is kind of the end of that, and I can at least get back to a little bit of normalcy. But I'm not really sure. That's not always up to me to decide whether or not things go back to normal. But I've been dealing with a lot of stress related to, like, we're working on like installing a new kitchen at some point that we've been saving up for like a year and a half. And like all of this other stuff is happening, and it's all like orbiting around my awareness, and I'm just like trying to trying to nail down as many variables as possible so I don't have to think about them anymore. And then it's just like, well, there's also Sky Piercers coming out in 2 days. I still haven't done the sample pack for next month. I have all of this other stuff that I need to do. And it's just like, I don't remember what happened in the last 3 weeks. And it's just like, I really have not
Remember to save.
got a whole lot done. And also, yes, remember to save. So it's been, I don't know. We can do a listening party for Sky Piercer. I have mixed feelings about that. Like I don't mind. I don't mind sitting down and doing it, but it's also nice when like people are there. I think the last listening party I did, there was like 3 people there, and I was like, this is cool, but I don't know. Like, I guess we can go on the Discord and gauge interest, because it would be fun to do. So yeah, I guess we're good here. But yeah, I've just been struggling with a lot of things lately, and like the physical issues at the beginning of the month turned to mental issues like halfway through the month, which gave me a whole existential thing to deal with, which again is fine. Like that's just part of being alive, but it's also very frustrating because there's like stuff I want to do and I can't do it. The hell? No.
This isn't a real dubstep.
I'm doing okay. No, I mean I was diagnosed with the kidney stone on September 6th. And I feel like I have been dealing with it for a very long time. Because now that I know what that pain is, like I know that I felt it over the past 6+ months. And no, I haven't passed it yet, which is unfortunate, but hopefully it's still working its way out. I've got medication and I'm like doing stretches and I'm trying to keep it moving, which is fine. Like it'll get there eventually. Thankfully it's not painful. It's not like causing me any issues, but it's also something that I know that I have to address at some point. You okay, sweetie? Oh, okay. Well,
And I can't find my fucking mask.
oh no.
Because Trevor snipped all the ends.
Oh, yeah, Trevor likes eating masks.
All of them.
So I'm going to get going though.
Sorry.
No, I was done anyway. Oh, thank you so much. I will plant a
I
tree.
mean, seriously.
Oh, plant 2 trees.
Are you kidding me, Trevor? Asshole.
Okay.
Such an asshole.
Okay, well, I'm going to mute my stream then, okay?
I'm sorry. I can't deal with him right now.
Yeah, Trevor's being a little butt. He keeps eating the elastic things on the masks because he likes eating elastic things.
And he wants to go have surgery.
And then he gets blockage in his bowels and we have to bring him to surgery. Thankfully, we haven't had to do that recently, but we've had to do it twice. And that's not fun. Thank you so much for the plant a tree donations. I will definitely get that going. The start of next month is when I usually put those out there. So, guys, I hope you have a good rest of the day. I will be posting this online fairly soon, and thank you so much for allowing me to talk about my feelings for a little bit. So, I think that's everything. Take care, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.